Hello, everybody. My name is Anessa, and I'm part of Stanford's Code and Play's Head CA team. Thank you for joining me today for my Head CA office hours. Today, we're going to be joined by two of my friends who are data analysts to tell us a little bit about how they career pivoted into their roles and a little bit about the tools that they use on the job. First up is my friend Lily.
As I started out in graphic design, and that wasn't really for me. It was just very subjective. You kind of have to have. We did learn there's definitely rules for design. A lot of rules. They were pretty clear cut. However, you kind of do need to have kind of an eye for design. So design personally wasn't really for me. It just kept me up at night. Did I make the right decision there? Should I have moved it over 3 pixels? Should I use that shade of green? So then I moved into marketing as kind of a transition because marketing, it kind of uses graphic design in a way, but I figured that might be better. So I didn't really move into data analytics. It wasn't very clear cut, cut and dry. It was kind of gradual. And marketing was actually the bridge between what I was doing and data analytics because I moved into marketing. And then I joined a program called Co-op after graduating. And that basically takes the marketing concepts and it applies them to real life. It just transitions between college and an actual job in the field. And Co-op had 2 tracks. It had one just digital marketing and the other data analytics with a focus on marketing. I was never actually a math person, so I was very kind of hesitant to join that one, but I was really eyeing it. I was like, you know what, that would be a challenge that might be good to try out. So I decided to just go for it. Maybe it will be out. I decided to just try it. Maybe it's not going to be that bad. Maybe it's not going to be how I'm expecting it to be. And so I joined that digital analytics track, data analytics track, and it was actually not bad. I could definitely was not that challenging as I thought. It was definitely doable. And what was really nice in contrast to what I was doing before in graphic design is it's pretty objective. Data is pretty objective. So if you always know if you had the right answer, not always, but it's definitely more constrained, there's still elements of design in it because you're putting the data into visuals. So you do have some aspect of creativity, but it's within these very strict kind of guidelines. You know which data you're trying to visualize. And so that was kind of a perfect combination. I ended up getting a job in data analytics in a marketing agency. So it was a perfect combination of all 3 of those fields: marketing, data analytics, and some graphic design, which helps with the visualizations. And you also asked about what tools I use. So with data analytics, 2 really popular programs is Tableau and Power BI. Excel also, I really use the latter 2, Power BI and Excel, a lot in my day-to-day, but it depends which organization, which company you're in, which tools they use. So a lot of companies do use Tableau rather than Power BI. They all do pretty much similar things. You take the data, you clean it, and you put it into visuals, like charts and graphs.
Hi everyone, my name is Abrar and I work as a data analyst at Havas. As a data analyst, I initially did not know that I wanted to get into this specific field. I majored in economics in college, and initially I wanted to kind of go into maybe like the financial field or somewhere around that, but kind of finding courses online regarding data analytics kind of initiated that interest. So once I started taking courses on Udemy and Coursera, I realized that I kind of wanted to go into this field. I started off by kind of leveraging some of like the data analytics skills that I had from my degree. So definitely economics includes a lot of data analytics. skills. For example, I took a class called econometrics, where we worked with a lot of data, and we used a tool called Stata, which I was able to kind of include those projects that I worked on within my resume when I first started on. But I think the biggest thing that helped me initially when I didn't have much experience was kind of again including those specific projects and working on projects using tools like Python, SQL, Excel, Tableau, or Power BI within my resume. That definitely was very beneficial for me. I think right now with my role, I don't specifically use all of those tools. And again, it might depend on the project, but I guess speaking about my current day-to-day, I work on a lot of dashboards for this specific project. So I'm currently working on building 3 dashboards using Tableau. So again, that kind of definitely varies, but some of the tools that I use are SQL, Tableau, Power BI, Excel. And I also do use Python in my personal projects. I don't necessarily use it in my job momentarily, but hopefully in the future, I can definitely be able to leverage my Python skills within my job. I also am a senior data analytics captain at Co-op. So I definitely kind of work on teaching Python, SQL, Tableau, Excel. So those data analytics skills as well. And again, I think my I guess role definitely changed a lot. Initially, I was a data analyst. Now I'm a senior data analyst, so I'm able to incorporate different tools. And I think my team right now, our data sets are way larger than my previous team, so I'm able to kind of gain more experience there, which is great. When it comes to advice on getting into data analytics, I highly recommend starting by working on projects, data analytics projects, so that can help a lot. Something that I realized is learning the specific tools using maybe like videos is helpful, but what's even more helpful is diving in and actually using those tools. So it just puts all the connects all the dots together as soon as you start working on those projects. Even if you feel like you don't understand what's going on, working on the project will definitely help, because you can definitely guide yourself by doing research, searching up specific questions just to help you complete the project. In the beginning, it might seem very tedious or it might take a lot of time, but ultimately it will help you learn the skill faster. But I also highly recommend using GitHub. So if you want to kind of start adding all those projects that you work on within GitHub, and definitely try to perform basic exploratory data analysis and create visualizations. You can either use any of the visualization tools like Tableau or Power BI, whatever you feel more comfortable in. And definitely when it comes to jobs, having either of those skills in those tools can be interchangeable. So that's always great to have. I think a site that helped me a lot when working on my personal projects is Kaggle. So if you can leverage that and kind of find different data sets within Kaggle, and they have like a huge community there. People post code, and you can definitely use any of the data sets on there and perform basic exploratory analysis, create visuals, as well as post your code. Another thing that would probably be helpful is using Tableau server, so you can just kind of directly upload your visuals or like dashboards, and then you can include those within your resume. But yeah, I think that's a few things regarding kind of data analytics, my role as a senior data analyst, and how I was able to kind of get into the field. Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining, and please let me know if you have any questions.